Hello and welcome to gargames. Today we are playing the legendary classic Donkey Kong Country the First. I don't know why I do that weird inflection. I guess I'm trying to sound super professional or something like that. But whatever. This is one of the greatest games ever made. To this day, it's still very revered, and the graphics still really hold up very well. They were done with very cutting edge technology at the time, and people were like, "This is so cool." And it still looks really great today. It's definitely by no means an ugly game. A good example of a game that is still really fun and great, but like the technology definitely hasn't aged well. Is Donkey Kong 64. That too, that could count. That game doesn't look great either. Polygon, draw distance, whatever. There's tons of problems with it. It doesn't look that pretty, but this does. Like, this holds up very well. It's still very just crisply animated, etc. Can you tell I'm just not the greatest reviewer of things? It's very crisply animated, crisply. But yeah, everything's just smooth and looks good. There's no distortion on no smudginess, no. Rare just knew what they were doing, and it shows this. It shows that it's just still absolutely just gorgeous, bright. Everything's balanced and equal and running properly. They definitely had great technology and they knew how to use it. So anyway, this is this is gargames, and I have not played this game in like. Actually, it's only been about a year or so. I figured this would be just a super great first game to play because it's fun, and it is just great. So not too hard, not too difficult. Even the later levels don't get that hard. Watch, I'll definitely be eating my hat as I hit the later worlds. Because it actually does offer some challenge. It's also not some like easy walk in the park. You can finish it in a day. That's for sure. There's a lot of levels. Definitely for its time, it expanded on what Super Mario did. Wow, so many worlds, so many levels, hours of gameplay, and again, took it to another level. Rare just did such a great job with doing innovations, and having Nintendo support them for as long as they did really helped that as well. I'm sure with resources, finances. Whoops, see, I told you I'd eat my hat on. Oh, it's so easy game, cakewalk. I never said never die, but I did. So yeah, Rare just man, they just knew what they were doing in terms of having a great vision for a world to explore and pulling it off very well with compelling characters like Donkey Kong and his Kong clan. You get very invested into them and fighting the Kremlins. Do they call Donkey Kong's country's family or Donkey Kong's family's a clan? I don't really remember that. I know it's like the Kremlin clan, right? KK. You don't want to add the third K, probably. I don't really remember if they called Donkey Kong. Maybe you guys can tell me, or don't. I don't really care. But so yeah, jeez, there's a part of me that just feels like I still have to keep talking about Donkey Kong for no reason at all. I can't expand onto another topic. I totally can. The more I just look at it and watch, the more it's words are coming to me. Hooray! Just appreciate the music. Very much fits. Like I said, Rare were just a great team of people. They got great music that fit every great mood. The caves, the dripping, echoey dun, 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 music, perfect splunking music. And later on in the water levels, you'll see just like the shimmering, watery sounding music. It's just like evokes a calm swim through the ocean, while also trying not to get killed by octopi and sharks. But everything was just so great, and they definitely knew how they did. They did this in her program. Not too many enemies on the screen at once. Not too hard to beat them. Not too hard to get past them. Just a little puzzle and challenge there. See like that. Like that's kind of you have to be tricky with that. And also, you definitely will see it later on too. When you get to the barrel level, where you definitely can see some nice, decent puzzles that are by no means cakewalky, but are finishable. Challenges experienced players while also not discouraging casual gamers from playing. I could just appreciate things like when you leave the game sitting there, Donkey Kong will like bump his chest, or Diddy will scratch. It's very expressive characters. Admittedly limited, nowadays the characters would definitely be more expressive and actually kind of living people with more story, just more action, more activity, more human. But there's still just a great amount of expressiveness in what limited animation does come from the characters. And oh man, I just can appreciate this so much. I just love the shimmering, the water effects. It's all just so very appreciate the colors. It's like they're all it's very water toned. It's like the blues and the grays and the browns. Oops. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I totally was just being sucked in by the beauty. That's why I died. That's why I died. Not because I'm imperfect by any means. I am a top tier player. Did I tell you guys I have not? I once won first place at one of those blockbuster play contest things. I don't exactly remember what they were called. I guess they had some sort of radical '90s name to them. I know they did, but I won. I won first place. I think I just got like a blockbuster certificate or something, and I don't think I was good enough to move on to nationals. I wasn't. Or else I would have said. And I got a trophy too. But no, I just got a nice little, which was good because I was renting video games every week. That certificate definitely was good for me and my mom because she didn't have to pay for another game for the weekend. You remember late fees and when games were only like available for the weekend. Basically, I remember my mom would always take me to Blockbuster or our local store to rent a video game every week, every Friday, and it was like the highlight of my week, the greatest thing ever. But it was stinky that you could only have it for 2 days, and then I had to go back on Sundays. I came to dread Sundays, just didn't like them. And also, you had to go back to school, like that Morrissey song, "Every day is like Sunday." Of course, I didn't know what that song was actually about. I barely even knew that song. I'd be like, gosh, I think I covered it once, but not really covering it. I just like, I remember I sang it once. I stole the chorus. Every day is like Sunday, old and gray. But then I think I also added something like video games go back to the store. I made it my own song instead of singing about a coastal town that needs to get blown to bits. I sang about how I don't like to return my video games. That's what I did. Yeah, see Morrissey, that's something to actually really get upset about. Morrissey should take a cue from me and not complain about petty things that aren't relatable, I suppose. I am going to stop there before I start to tread on water I don't want to. I can appreciate Morrissey's poetry. It's definitely down a counter, but everyone wants to be loved, Everybody's human. But should we mope as much as we do? We really shouldn't. Human beings have many great gifts. Some of them are not utilized very well. We use our gifts of, gosh, I'm trying to think even what complaining would fall into, like a gift-wise speech, I suppose, and the ability to just feel sorry for ourselves. No pun intended. No pun intended with that. Human beings just have an amazing ability to be very self-absorbed, to complain, and to just want people's attention, want everything centered around them, and to not be grateful and aware of what they have, and to just, whether it's by looking to someone else's life and comparing, or it's just from being selfish and greedy. They just want more and more and more, and they can complain about. Even though people do, people can say, people don't love me, people don't pay attention to me, people don't give me enough of their time, people don't give me any time. And the truth is, like, that can translate to, I just don't get it all. I'm just not the center. And I guess in that person's defense, sometimes the case can be, this person will not spend a ton of time with me or something. More time with me. Time at all. Which is a fair cop, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes you're just smashing your head against a brick wall when you have a soft pillow to lay on. And people don't pay attention to the things that their friends and family they do have. They just, for lack of a better term that can come to mind right now, they lust over things. And it's just a shame. It's just a shame because most people have it very, very good. I'm definitely not going to go out on a very delusional limb and say everyone has it so good. Maybe exclusively targeting my generation, 28, people in their mid-20s, late 20s, early 20s, late teens. Everyone has it so good. So the truth is, we do in one sense. Then there's some people who absolutely don't. And then I guess just speaking for the general population, yeah, we do. But there's still just tons of dysfunction and sadness and stuff that isn't so good. There's still, and I think we all could afford to work on expressing it and handling it better. But to say that, fuck up, what's your deal? You don't have any real problems. You've never been to war, etc. It's like, that's not fair, because even the person with the most well-adjusted parents and the cushiest, nerfiest life has their own problems. We all have inner dysfunctionality at the very least. Our external circumstances may be great, but we're all just kind of messed up people. And we need to be able to support each other, and whether even just saying, I understand what you mean, or just a simple pat on the shoulder and an open ear and a closed mouth. People just need to stop telling people to live with life, to live with their problems, because that can oftentimes make the problems worse. It is true some people do just, as I was saying earlier before I think I got a little bit sidetracked, that people do just complain, and they're wrong to complain. They complain about either the wrong things, or, as I stated, they don't articulate it very well. So it's a fine line to walk between trying to be tough love to somebody, and just being tough love and being true full love to them, and being a jerk and not really loving at all. Wow, I did not expect this little thing to get so deep and surreal, and maybe not surreal, that's the wrong word, but I did not expect this video to get really deep, and I guess philosophical. Gar sermons, gar games with the side of a sermon. That's weird. I honestly just thought I would talk about how friggin' beautiful Donkey Kong Country is the whole time. I thought I would find more to say, but all of a sudden, just naturally wandered on to musings on humanity and how we should all deal with and love each other well, better well, so we don't feel like, so we don't make people feel like they're in hell. We should be really tactful when we notice our friends smell, and we tell them so we don't make them go away sad, because that is bad. I had a friend named Brad. I wonder where he is these days. I'm grateful to be doing these Let's Plays. Stephen Frank and Bob Jane. And I do believe that, unfortunately, I am out of time. But thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for watching. And I will see you guys tomorrow with level World 2 and more talking. Don't forget to check out my Patreon and Twitter and everything like that. Bye, gang. Love you.